Hello, this is Candy with eyes to jesus.blogspot.com, and welcome as I give you a tour of my current planner and what I'm currently in. So, most of the time I always go back to either personal or Franklin Covey compact, and that's usually my general go-to and in a rings planner, and that is still the case today. So I am starting off the month of April using a portable size Daytimer Malibu planner, and those house both Franklin Covey compact size and your standard Filofax personal size. And if you don't do side tabs, you can also get personal wide in it. And inside my portable size Daytimer Malibu, I have Franklin Covey compact size inserts. So this is the planner I'm currently in. So I believe the color this was called when it came out was rose pink. Rose because the hardware, the buckle, the snap, and the rings are rose gold, and the color is pink. It's a very, very light pale pink. And years ago, Daytimers stopped making and selling Malibu planners, which in my opinion was a fatal, serious, stupid mistake, because the Daytimer Malibu planners are some of the best ever made, best usable and awesome looking planners out there. These even rival the Filofax Maldens. These are amazing. They're a genuine pebbled leather. The leather smells very good. It is durable. I love the decorative buckle. It's awesome. The strap is nice and long, so even though the portable size, which is comparable to Franklin Covey compact size or Filofax personal size, only comes with non-removable 1-inch rings, it's a very stuffable planner because the pockets, you can put a lot in there, and that really makes up for it. So it's a unstructured planner, but it's not uncontrollably floppy. It'll still fairly hold its shape, but it is totally bendy and flexible and very fun to squeeze. So I have several Daytimer Malibus in the portable size and in their desk size. That takes a half letter size sheet of paper with the 7-ring system, the same as Franklin Covey's classic size. And I was buying these when Daytimer was still making their Malibus, and most of them I had gotten on discounts, where I was able to go into their discount section and buy it in a bundle in addition to a coupon I would have. So I was actually getting these cheaper than their standard listed price, with full year day on 2-page inserts and all the extra goodies and bells and whistles and plastics and insertables with it. So that was an amazing deal. Those were the good old days in the planner community, at least for me. So if you ever find a Daytimer Malibu, get it, because these are extraordinarily hard to find now, because those of us who have these, we know how great they are, so we're not selling them, and I'm not selling them. So I even have the coveted cayenne red color in the portable size. That one was actually an eBay purchase years ago when Malibus were still available. I'd gotten it cheaper than the new price, but it was brand new, never used, still had, the packaging and the rings and everything. So anyways, let's get inside this insane beauty. All right. So when you first open it up, you'll see that there's 2 pen loops, and I love that. So the front pen loop is my standard ballpoint pen, because filling out checks in certain forms, you want a ballpoint pen. This ballpoint pen also has a flashlight on it, and this little pen light really puts out a lot of light, so I found that very handy. And then my back pen loop, which is my main pen loop because I'm right-handed, I just have one of those Sharpie S gel pens. These things write like a dream, so I really love those. They're definitely one of my all-time favorite pens. All right, and then pockets. So we have a zipper pocket here. I just keep some change in there usually. We have a side pocket there. That's where I keep some spending cash when I have some. And then we have the card slots. So I have a washi card. I just have a decorative journal card with an ollie clip, and then some of my cards up here. Okay, so my first main page, this works as a page lifter as well because this is laminated paper, so it's somewhat thick. So it also works to hold my pages down. And this is also my inspiration or welcome page, whatever you want to call it. And I just have some scriptures here at the front. And then behind it, I have some additional scriptures. And then after that, I have a picture of our current family photo. We do family photos each year. And I have a little sticky top tab sticking out on the top of that. That's because if I just open up my planner and I grab that top tab and flip it over, it brings me to my running grocery list where I have some filler paper and I just write down what I'm low on or out of or what I want to get at the store the next time I go. So I just write things down here on some filler paper. And I just have a variety of several sheets of different filler paper up front. Currently, these are all Franklin Covey compact size filler paper. I think, I just have some Seasons filler paper and Her Point of View filler paper. The older Her Point of View. This year's Her Point of View inserts and filler paper by Franklin Covey, in my opinion, is absolute garbage. But the older Her Point of View was elegant and very well done. Okay, and then after those several sheets of paper, we turn to my very first divider. I have 6 main dividers in here. They are all homemade. And this first one I have labeled Home, and this is to my homemaking section. So going inside my homemaking section, the very first page is a poem. The author is unknown. This is an old classic poem, and it is very motivational and fabulous. It's called Do the Next Thing. And then on the other side of that, the next 2 pages are my daily tasks. It's mostly my cleaning chores and just tasks that I need to get done for each day. After that, I have my children's chores, my children's table chores, and then I have a little envelope, and inside that envelope, I just have a little bit of cash. That's for paying out to my children each week for their paid chores that they do. And then I just have a sheet of filler paper on the other side of that envelope where I just track their paid chores so I know what to pay them each week. And then after that, I have a sheet of paper with some scriptures on it. And then on the other side of that paper, I have my deep cleaning and organization projects. And then after that, I have my master grocery list. And then after that, I have breakfast ideas and lunch ideas. And then I also have supper ideas, and then here on this filler paper is where I write down my weekly menu, where I plan out our breakfast, lunches, suppers, and their sides for each week. So my breakfast, lunch, and supper ideas, they have suggested main dishes as well as sides to go with each of them, and I reference those in helping me make our menu each week. And then after that, I have our Thanksgiving and New Year's menus. I usually host those, so I have that there. And then after that, we come to a sheet of paper. It says Table of Contents, and I have a little side tab, a little sticky tab sticking on there. This is my recipes section, and I have a table of contents because I have my recipes divided into sections, and the table of contents is for which section starts on which page. And then each section, all the recipes in each section is in alphabetical order. So for example, if I was going to make my meatloaf for supper, then I'd go to my table of contents and I'd see main meal starts on page 9. I would then turn to page 9, and then I would just flip through the recipes that are in alphabetical order to the M's and find meatloaf. It's very quick. So the rest of my homemaking section are recipes. So turning past that, we come to my next homemade divider, which is labeled School, and this is my homeschooling section. So I am a homeschooling mother. I have 4 children. 2 of my children are grown and homeschooled all the way through. My other 2 children are finishing up on homeschool, and I am currently the grandmother of 2. So life is a whirlwind. I mean, my husband and I, we are in our 25th year of marriage, but we were just talking the other day. It feels like when we got together and started dating, it really just feels like 6 months ago. So life really is a vapor, as the Word of God tells us. So inside the homeschool section, the very first page is our homeschool schedule for the year. And then after that, I have our course of study or our curriculum chart for the year. And that's on these 2 pages here. And then I have their reading lists and their copywork assignments. And then I have Monday's school laid out. And then I have Tuesdays and Wednesdays school laid out. And then I have Thursday school laid out and then some note paper. So we only homeschool Monday through Thursday. We take Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off usually unless we need to catch up. And we homeschool year round. We only take the month of July off. All right, so my next homemade divider is labeled budget, and that is my budgeting section. So the very first page of my budgeting section is a page that I call my budget guide, and I just have listed here which bills and reoccurring expenses come from which check throughout the month. So I just reference this when I go over the budget. And then after that, I don't have any budget worksheets or budget pages or budget inserts, but if you buy the Franklin Covey Sandstone inserts or their 7 habit inserts and maybe some others, but I know for sure with those they do come with budget inserts. They come with a whole bunch of inserts, and they do come with 6 dividers. They come with page finder. They come with like everything you need except for a pen and a binder. So I do have those inserts from Franklin Covey because they came with my Franklin Covey inserts, but I don't use them. I just use filler paper. I have my own system and it works out great for me. So my budgeting done on there. I also have a ledger that I keep in there. One of my children does gaming tournaments and he usually wins. So we keep a ledger tracking his winnings and whatnot there. So my next divider is labeled reference. This is my favorite divider, probably because my favorite color is red. So inside the reference section, I have some sticky notes with some various reminders on the inside of that divider. And then the first page is table of contents. All the pages in my reference section are numbered. And so when I have something, it doesn't really need its own section, but it still needs to be easy to turn to, then that goes in my reference section. So I have gift ideas, birthdays and holidays guide, stock list, perpetual calendar, family information, codes, directions, contacts, health, and food information. So that all sits in my reference section. Now my next homemade divider is labeled assorted. So assorted, this is where I do brain dump, scratch paper, brainstorming. I have a whole bunch of Bible study notes on stickies on the inside of the divider. And currently my first page in here are some projects that I'm working on with my children. The next page is actually a joke to-do list, if you'd like to pause and read it. And this is one that every once in a while when I post pictures of my planner, I'll put this up as my to-do list in my planner just to see if anyone catches on. It's just a little funny. And then after that, I have a Bible study timeline. I have a few articles printed out from my website. Like this is Women in Ministry, Just Scriptures. So I have all of that printed out in here. And then when I turn past that, I also have my article on Jesus' birthday printed out in here. Jesus was born September 29th, 3 BC. And then after that, I just have a whole bunch of scratch paper with various things written on it. I have notes written in here as well because I am doing a Stanford University machine learning course. So I have notes for that in here. And then I also just keep extra blank filler paper in here. Gives me room for more notes or brainstorming, but also if I need any more filler paper anywhere in my planner, this is where I grab it from. Now my last homemade divider is labeled planning, and it looks like this. So this is where we get into more of the planner portion of my planner. So the first page in here is the cardstock insert that comes at the front of the Sandstone, Franklin Covey compact size Sandstone inserts. And it's the page where you're supposed to fill out all your information. I never fill those out, so I just taped on a picture of my husband and I on there instead. And I have this in here because the other side of the page is year at a glance for 2022 and 2023. And I love having the convenience of referencing that nice and quickly. All right, and then we come to my month on 2 pages. Again, Franklin Covey compact size Sandstone inserts. So this is April. My April is very full, so I'm going to flip to June, which doesn't have much in it, so you can see what the month on 2 pages looks like. So I also have the Franklin Covey Sandstone compact size day on 2 pages. Now the day on 2 pages, it does come with the month on 2 pages. You don't have to buy them separately like you do with some other planner companies. So I flip to my current day, and Here's my page lifter that came with the inserts. It has a clear pocket on the front so you can stick notes in here. This is the note paper it came with. On the other side of the note paper is what they call their compass cards with specific things to fill out to help you organize your goals if you need that. So yes, the page finder is fabulous. Also in the rings I have a laminated sheet here. This is my master schedule, and it's divided into several columns because I have column for Monday through Thursday. That's our schedule for homeschool days. Then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday have their own columns. So I try to be on my master schedule 7 days a week. All right, and then after that is a note page. So I'm going to turn to a blank day on 2 pages so you can see what it looks like. Alright, so while I have the month on 2 pages for the whole year of 2022 in here, these are 1-inch rings, so I only have 1 month of the day on 2 pages in here. So currently I only have April in here of the day on 2 pages. And then when April comes to an end, I will remove April, and then I will go behind my May calendar tab, and then I will put in the May day on 2 pages. And this works out just fine for me. Franklin Covey suggests that when you're doing day on 2 pages, you have 3 months at a time in there. But if you have a lot of stuff in your planner like I do, and or if you have smaller rings, then you're probably going to want to do like I do and do 1 month at a time. I even know some people that only do 1 week at a time. So that's an option as well. Now, flipping past all the planning pages, we come to my back matter. Now, the very first thing in my back matter is a sheet of filler paper that I labeled at the top, Future Planning 2023 Plus, and I do have several things on there. So, flipping past that, we come to my plastics. I have a plastic zipper pocket, and then I have a couple of top loading pockets, so I just keep various doodads and things in there, receipts, appointment cards, stuff like that. And then after that, I have my page lifter. And this just sits in the back. It prevents my pages from curling around the rings, and it helps my planner close smoothly. All new Franklin Covey binders come with page lifters. So this is a Franklin Covey page lifter, but this is a Daytimer Malibu planner binder cover. So we come to my back pockets. So we have a slip pocket where you can stick in a notepad, and this is a personal size notepad from Hobby Lobby. And then also in the pocket back here, I also have folded up bills that are waiting to be paid, some Bible study notes, postage stamps, things like that. This pocket, you can put a lot in there. It actually stretches out more and is even way more stuffable than the pockets in the Filofax Malden. And then we have 2 pockets here at the bottom. This pocket, I just have Avery dots, Avery labels, and whole reinforcement stickers. And the other pocket, I just have some sticky notes. And yeah, this is my whole and complete planner. I do have the Daytimer Malibus in other colors. This is my current favorite color, but a close second runner-up is their light blue with the gold hardware. So this one was the second to the last Daytimer Malibu ever made, which I did get, and then I also got the very last one that they ever made or put out, and that was a light blue with the gold hardware. So this concludes my planner tour. I hope it blessed you or maybe gave you some ideas, and have a blessed day.